Hello students, welcome to our session, and today we are going to learn about chapter number 11. Name of this chapter is Matter and Water. In our previous session, in our previous chapter, we have discussed about the things which are very useful in our life. For example, clothes. Clothes are very useful to us according to our functions. Always we wear different types of clothes, and also according to seasons we wear them. Then we also discussed about the food, the nutrients of the food. Nutrients are very useful in our body. The digestion process will going in our body. All types of nutrients are very useful to us, how the blood will formate. And also in our previous session we have discussed about the rocks and minerals, how the dust will create, how the different types of rocks will convert in dust. Then also the types of the soil, and on the earth all types of living organisms always use oxygen. When they breathe, they need oxygen to take in and take out carbon dioxide. All these processes are possible using the plants, different types of trees, because during the photosynthesis process they take out the oxygen and take in carbon dioxide, which are very useful to us. In this chapter they have tell us some matter and water. About the matter and water, anything that has mass and occupies the space, these all types of things are called the matter. Everything in this universe is a one type of matter. For example, if you want to put anything on the surface, then this type of thing will occupies the space. And this when all types of things which are occupies the space, these are called the matters. So, for example, if we want to put our bag on the earth surface, then we put in on the earth, on the surface, on the floor of our home, then some place will occupy by the bag. So that means the bag is a one type of matter, because it occupies space, and anything which occupies space is called one type of matter. Then we have states of matter. We have different types of states in matters. All types of things which are used by us, they all things are not same in their states. As we can see in animals, in human, we can see male and female. They have different body features. Also their body structures are different from one another. Like this, in matter we have also the different types of states available there: solid, liquid and gas. How many states are there? There are total 3 states: solid, liquid and gas. These type of things you have seen more in your life. For example, if we take eraser in our hand, now which type of state of eraser? Eraser is in solid state because it is hard. You have already known about the solid, liquid and gas in your third standard also. So you have already familiar with these words: solid, liquid and gas. If we take any hard substance, they are hard in their shape, so they are called solid. Liquid, that means for example water, juice, they are all in liquid. Gas, for example oxygen and carbon dioxide. Oxygen, that means when we all breathe, we take in oxygen and we take out carbon dioxide. These are 2 types of gas which we have used in our life. They are in gas form. So all things which are used by us in our life, they have total 3 states: solid, liquid and gas. How many states? Solid, liquid and gas. Then interchange of states. Interchange of states. One thing will be changed in another form. They have interchange. Then also in states of matter, solid, liquid and gas, how they are differ from each other. They have molecules, all types of things. You have seen that on the basis of properties of a substance, as I said to you, all types of substance are differ from each other according to their properties which they have. We categorize into solid, liquid or gas. These properties in turn depend on the arrangement of tiny particles which constitute all matter. These small particles of which all matter is made up are known as molecules. All particles are tiny particles which they have used to make one type of thing. The all tiny particles are called the molecules. These molecules are further composed of very small particles called atoms. So we can say that atoms are the smallest particles of which matter is made of. Smallest particle is called the atoms. So all types of things according to their molecules, arrangement of molecules can clarify the state of the any kind of thing. The first is solid. In solid, the molecules are packed very close to each other. They are packed very tightly to each other, therefore they have a fixed shape and size. Remember, always in solid shape, the molecules are always packed tightly to each other and their shape and size are always fixed. So this type of substance are stay in solid. Solids differ greatly in their nature. Some solids like stones and diamond are very hard. Stones and diamonds are very hard, we all know. Solids like cloth and paper are very soft. Cloth and paper, they are also one type of solid state, but they are very soft. But stone and diamond are very hard. And so molecules of the solid always pack tightly to each other and their shape and size are always fixed. For example, stone and also diamond are very hard substance of inside solid, we can say, and cloth and paper are soft material, but they are also called the solid. Then liquid. The molecules in liquids are not so closely packed. The molecules of liquids are not closely packed to each other as in solids and are free to move about That is why liquids do not have a fixed shape. Do not fixed shape and they take the shape of their container. They can flow easily. Water also can flow easily because water is in liquid state. So the molecules of liquid are not tightly packed to each other. They are free to move. Their shape is not fixed. They always depend on the container in which we have filled them. Then gases. Gases do not have fixed shape and fill all the available space because their molecules are very loosely packed. The molecules of the gas are very loosely packed. So the molecules of the solids, liquid and gases are differ from each other. The molecules of the solids are very tightly packed to each other and their shape and size are fixed. The molecules of the liquid are not tightly packed as the solid shape and they are free to move. And in gases very loosely the molecules will pack. Now interchange of states. The three states of matter are interchangeable in substances. These substances can change from one state to another. Now how one state to another? For example, when we put water in the refrigerator, after some time the water, or when we put water in freezer, in the refrigerator in freezer system, then what will happen there? After some time the water will convert into ice. First water is in liquid form, but after putting in freezer, the water will become ice. Now it is in solid form. But after some time, when we take out the ice from the fridge and take outside the fridge, according to our home atmosphere, temperature of our home, when we put, it will also form return in other form. Which form? In water form. So this is called the interchange of states, from one state to another state, from liquid to solid and solid to liquid. When a solid is heated or its temperature is increased that means high. If temperature is increased, it change into a liquid form. This is called melting. For example, plastic. If we have any kind of toy of plastic, then we heated this plastic toy, the plastic will convert in liquid form. This process is called melting. When a liquid is heated or its temperature is increased, it changes, or this process is called evaporation into a gas. When we heated any kind of thing and increased their temperature, they will become gas. For example, water. This process is called evaporation. If the heating is slow, it is called boiling. If the heating is fast, when a gas is cooled down or its temperature is reduced that means low, it becomes a liquid. This process is condensation. Evaporation, condensation, and also one type of melting. These all types are called interchange of states, from one state to another state. When a liquid is cooled down or its temperature is reduced, it becomes solid. This process is called freezing, as I given first example of water. When we put water in refrigerator, in freezer, after some time the water will convert into ice form. This is called freezing. So in interchange of states, we have four processes. Which type of four processes? So first is melting, then evaporation, condensation, and freezing. Okay, so in this session we have discussed about the matter. Any kind of thing which occupies space is all called a mass, all called the matter. On our earth, all things are one type of matter because all things are covered space. Then states of matter. How many states are available there? Solid, liquid, and gas. We have total three types of matters available: solid, liquid, and gas. Solid, for example, stone, diamond, their safe and size are fixed. In liquids, for example, water, and in gas, we cannot see gas, but we can only feel them. These type of thing are called gas. For example, oxygen and carbon dioxide. When we breathe in, we take oxygen and we take out carbon dioxide. Then interchange of states. When any kind of thing change their state from one to another, these are called interchange of states. And how many processes available there? Four: melting, evaporation, condensation, and freezing. Okay, so in our this session we have discussed about this type of things. In our next session we will discuss about another things which are given in our textbook. Also about they have given us more things about the water. Try to read these all topics from your textbooks, which are very useful to us. When you get time, read these topics from your textbooks. They have given many pictures, many diagrams in your textbooks, which are very useful to you. Remember, These type of things are very useful to us, like food, like clothes. Water is also very useful in our life. When we want to do any kind of work, then water is also useful there. For example, in kitchen, when we make any kind of recipe, then water is very important in our this type of processes. So in our next session we will discuss about the water, how water is useful to us, and how the types of state of water, in which state will they stay. Okay, in our textbooks they have given many things about the water, but in this session we have discussed about only the matter, states of matter, and also interchange of state. Okay, so try to read this topic also from your textbooks. Now we will meet in our next session. Till then, take care.